Bellator Champion Series, San Diego moves now into the middleweight division. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing the blue corner. At 6'2", weighing in 185.5 pounds. As a professional, 14 wins, 5 losses. From Tillsonburg, Ontario, Canada, Aaron Jeffrey. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 6'1", weighing in 184.5 pounds, the 3-time Bellator welterweight champion, now as a middleweight. Brings a veteran professional record of 33 victories, 11 defeats. Originally from Goiânia, Goiás, Brazil, he fights out of Atlanta, Georgia, Douglas, the Phenom.
Sean, I think you think the same thing I do when you see Douglas Lima. That guy used to make welterweight. Former welterweight champion here in Bellator. Gigantic, powerful, is a big middleweight.
He just checked a nasty leg kick and offered a right hand. Now Jeffrey immediately in on this takedown.
Remember the key to victory. Don't allow Jeffrey to get that takedown.
Good step across by Jeffrey and into the guard of Douglas Lima.
Not a good sign. 30 seconds into round number 1.
Already some blood involved here.
Yeah, someone's cut and cut bad.
It is Jeffrey that's leaking. I think something from the right side of his head, forehead, eyebrow maybe.
Whatever it is not good. That's a bad one. Douglas Lima trains with Jiu-Jitsu. Standout Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. But it's hard to get it done with the guard, with the guy that's experienced and has the physical advantages of Jeffrey. He's a big guy.
It's not going to help anything with that blood adding slickness to the equation either. Elbow from the bottom for Lima.
Now he's giving Lima a target from the bottom. Short elbows, short punches, right to that cut, and it is nasty. People remember Ken Flo versus Sean Shirk from the bottom. Ended up slicing Shirk up. Shirk was able to finish the fight, but a similar kind of thing here. Now walking the legs up.
To look inside the corner of Aaron Jeffrey, Impaka Sunganai, 2023 PFL light heavyweight champ, chasing a second light heavyweight title coming up in November. 2 minutes gone in round 1. Jeffrey in the closed guard for now of Douglas Lima.
Lima's done a good job of nullifying the ground and pound of Jeffrey, but hasn't really threatened with any submissions. But if you're Jeffrey, you got to wonder about a sense of urgency. If I don't get something done here, they might stop if I stand up and I'm bleeding like this. Remember, we can't see exactly where it is.
The hair of Jeffrey actually obscuring exactly what that cut picture looks like. Right now to his advantage potentially. Lima's worked his way back to the cage, but he's gonna have to get that left foot back if he wants to elevate himself.
A little surprised he's been so content to work from close guard, because Jeffrey, not a submission specialist, only 1 win by submission. Lima might want to just push off and explode. Able to get back to his feet. His brother Diego Lima in the corner saying, whizzing up. Sound advice, but that physical pressure of Jeffrey, that's been the key so far. Really tenacious with the wrestling.
Continuing to off-balance Lima. Little trips and reaps. Now an attempted lift.
No big strikes yet, but certainly piling up points. Not thinking about the back. It's going to be hard to do with the fence in the way.
Good power half here from Jeffrey.
Right now, using it to keep Douglas Lima turtled up. Great first round so far from Aaron Jeffrey. But will the cut be a factor in between rounds? The first chance they'll get to really take a look at it.
10 seconds left in round number 1. Back to the corners they go. Cut appears to be in the eyebrow, slightly above actually for Aaron Jeffrey on the right side. Will not be a factor in terms of stopping a fight at least. Jeffrey in the white. Winner looking to insert himself into the middleweight title picture here in Bellator Champion Series.
This is what I talked about is Lima's tendency to get a little... Oh, what a jab!
The right hand landed, then the stiff jab. Buckled the legs of Aaron Jeffrey, and now Lima feeling it with the hands.
Lima tends to get a little flat-footed with his footwork, but man, he's got power.
And Jeffrey wants no more of that stand-up exchange. Immediately shoots in and presses Lima into the cage.
And that was a Lennox Lewis jab right through the center. He's not going to be able to use that power up against the fence.
Couple knees on the inside. Jimmy feels like the work for Lima needs to be done in getting his back off the fence.
Yeah, and that's the difficulty in the footwork. He tends to go straight back under duress, doesn't angle a whole lot when his opponent is coming at him, and it's led him right where Jeffrey wants him, which is against the fence. And Frank Trigg, you know, you heard the corner say, oh, he's not doing anything on the ground, hoping Frank Trigg would stand him up. Never happened in round 1. So Lima just kind of holding on here, waiting for a restart. I don't see that as a good strategy.
But it's also crucial in that the longer Aaron Jeffrey gets to recover from that wobble,
better it is for the Canadian, it's true.
There's a good uppercut from Lima.
But still against the fence. Didn't angle out when he had the chance. He's got a pummel inside and then angle out. He's done a good job of stopping the takedown so far. He's got to get out of this vulnerable position.
Lima threads the neck, and here he is again, not using that opening to get himself away from the fence, but these elbows
doing damage.
At least making Jeffrey think about it. He's also got the control of Jeffrey's left arm. Gave that up. Dug the right underhook instead.
Man, Lima generates crazy power every time he throws.
Braço direito, sobe o braço direito, não para.
Descansa!
Não descansa, esgrima!
Não é lugar de descansar, levanta e sai!
Esgrima!
Olha o cotovelo
Sorry,
dele
I only know the profanity in Portuguese. Sorry.
Unfortunate.
Right.
There's the footwork needed for Lima to get himself off that barrier. But net the jab again.
But not angling here.
He's backing himself right back up. Look for the timing on this takedown attempt again. Inside of 2 minutes now.
This second round, Jeffrey not having the takedown success.
Well, and it's interesting because Jeffrey's controlling the positioning of where this fight happens. He's not doing any damage, and Lima did some sincere damage early in this round. So it makes it a lot more difficult to judge when a guy controls 4 minutes of the fight in a particular round, but doesn't really do much with that control.
Also, I do think those short punches really were damaging.
Lima, the adopted favorite here in San Diego, chanting in the crowd. Brazilian by birth, longtime resident of the United States in Atlanta. Big lift from Jeffrey here.
Still nothing there.
Nice work by Lima to stay on his feet, especially in this final minute. As you said earlier in the night, Jimmy, judges, consciously or unconsciously, do tend to lean on how a round finishes.
I just don't see enough sense of urgency for Lima to pummel it and circle out. Seems content to kind of stall the takedown.
There's a good high underhook for Lima, and now he's able to reverse position temporarily. Doesn't last long.
It's always going to be a position that favors Jeffrey. Lima wants the space to deliver power. Did do some damage, though, here in round number 2.
All right, so we'll go to the 3rd round. Aaron Jeffrey wearing the damage on his face. Douglas Lima in the black trunks. Leg kick from Jeffrey.
Another stiff jab.
Lima's retreat is going to trigger a takedown attempt here from Jeffrey right in front of our broadcast position. Good right hand from Lima.
Also, not a lot of knees or uppercuts. Nothing up the center to keep a nice leg kick to keep Jeffries from dropping his head. That weapon hasn't been there. Going single leg. Good job for Lima getting back to his feet.
Jeffrey stepped across for the trip. Lima, rather than addressing the takedown, decided to opt for right hands. Not able to generate enough power because his left foot was near his shoulder.
I don't see Lima getting a whole lot done from close guard here. You know, foot on the hips, push off. Once again, you're not dealing with a submission specialist. This isn't Neiman Gracie. You can take a risk, turn your back for a sec, maybe power up to the feet. Jeffrey can keep this fight here. He wins.
Good elbows from Jeffrey. Up next, a #1 contender bout in the welterweight division. Lorenz Larkin, Levon Shokeli. Winner will move on to fight for welterweight gold. 3 minutes left in this middleweight affair. Aaron Jeffrey, the favorite on your live odds. If Lima hopes to reverse that, he's going to have to get back to his feet.
Trying to do it now. You see the shelf. Doing a good job of keeping that left leg of Lima's on the hip of Jeffrey. That's what keeps Lima from pushing off and getting up. Halfway through the round, Lima's got to come up with something. Thinking triangle. Not able to get it. Right in front of his corner saying 2 minutes, you can do this all day. Lima can't expect Jeffrey to make a mistake and let him back into this fight. He's got to sell out and go for it.
You're absolutely right. You're going to have to force that mistake. Aaron Jeffrey, a staple down there at the Kill Cliff training facility. A room full of absolute monsters.
Animals. So you know his gas tank gets tested every single day. 1:40 left. Douglas Lima's got to get back to his feet and make his power a factor.
The live odds have swung in the favor of Lima. Questionable at best in that regard. This round has been all Aaron Jeffrey. Some punishment to the thigh from Aaron Jeffrey. Jeffrey not feeling a need to take any major risks here as round 3 winds down.
Finally squared up, but Lima needs some distance to land those power shots, and he's not getting it. Nice knee. He's got to throw what he's got now. Good job by Jeffrey. Lack of footwork, lack of those shot-stopping uppercuts and knees. For me, that's the story of this fight when it comes to Jeffrey over Lima. Takedown and has always been there.
Final 10 seconds in this middleweight feature. Aaron Jeffrey will finish the fight on top. Frank Trigg separates the fighters at the end. Official decision when we return to Pechanga Arena in San Diego, California.
Judges Derek Cleary, Felicia O, and Chris Craig all have it the same 29-28. All for the winner by unanimous decision. Aaron